do you feel like there's not enough men for us all to get married? Like, are some women delusional for feeling like, okay, my fairy tale is on the way, it's coming? Like, do you feel like everybody's gonna get married?
No, I don't. Because it's not going to happen. Realistically speaking, it's not enough niggas on the planet.
I think there is, though.
It's not.
Enough.
Population-wise, like, if you really look it up, the world is more populated with women than men.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew that. Let me look it up real quick.
Especially over here.
I know it's bad in Atlanta. Ratio of women to men. Are we saying in the world? In the world, Craig? Oh, no, it's about the same.
It's about the same?
It says approximately 101 males to 100 females. That was a 2020 estimate. It says, more precisely, out of 1,000 people, 504 are men and 496 are women. That's what it says.
So it's like a little bit less women.
Yeah, so it's about the same. It's about the same for the world. For the world.
But in America, for sure, yeah, no.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
You want me to look it up in the U.S.? Okay, we gonna see, child, because I'm getting nervous.
Why you getting nervous?
Because I want to get married.
I mean, I don't feel like that necessarily means you won't get married. I just think that a lot of people that want to get married not gonna get married.
So in the U.S., it's 97 males for every 100 females.
So it's a little bit more women here.
Yeah, it's a little bit more women here. Well, this was in, let me look at the year. Yeah, this was in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
That was in 2023. So this is what I have to say about that. I honestly feel like the only reason people won't get married, because I believe there is somebody for everybody. I truly believe that.
Well, then why people die and ain't never been married?
You know why? It's because people get stuck in their ways. I'm not name dropping or saying anything, but I saw a clip the other day with Shannon Sharp and Kirk Franklin talking, right?
I saw that clip too.
And it just shocked me because Shannon Sharp is an attractive man. He makes money. He's very successful. He's very intelligent. But I just could not believe that he was still arguing and going back with somebody about 50-50 on dates. And I'm not saying like that's why he's single because I don't know him personally, but I honestly feel like a lot of times if somebody is single, and I don't know if he's single or not. I would just use that for example because I know a lot of people like that are kind of like stuck in their ways.
Thank you.
And I think the main thing about relationships are about compromise. And I think that a lot of people, the older they get, they kind of get stuck in their ways. You know, they always say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. But I believe like, if you want companionship and you want somebody there, you're going to have to bend a little one too. There's no such thing as a perfect couple.
I think you can't teach a know-it-all new tricks. I don't even think it have nothing to do with age.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's plenty of people who, like, old people were once young people. Mm-hmm. And they were stubborn and didn't want to do better and didn't want to grow when they were young. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it has anything to do with, like, necessarily your age.
Yeah.
Because I just think some people just think that they know everything and they have it figured out. But I definitely don't think everybody's going to get married because I look at older people, like older generations. There's plenty of people in my mom's age group. There's plenty of people in... Like, I have aunts and stuff that are in their 50s and 60s. They have not ever been married or anything yet either. And it's not to say that it couldn't still happen, but it haven't happened. And so I feel like if that's the case for the older generations, then I feel like they had more of a chance to get married than we do. In our generation, I feel like our generation is just completely fucked. Everybody feel like they got so many options, and I think that that's the problem too. Why a lot of people not gonna get married because everybody always think, "Oh, I could do better. I could find better." But sometimes, and a lot of the time, you can. Like if you know a nigga ain't shit, yeah, stop fucking with that nigga. It's certain red flags. You stupid to keep fucking with a nigga. Right. You should leave him the fuck alone. And same thing, vice versa. Because I'm not gonna just make this a woman only thing. Men too. Like it's certain situations that you in dealing with women. You know you need to leave that bitch alone. You know she not wife material. You know she's not gonna be a good mother and X, Y, and Z, whatever the case may be. But I also just feel like everybody think they got so many options that they just be so ready to leave a person alone and leave a situation alone. And it could be off the smallest thing because social media has made us feel like, well, I don't got to deal with this shit. I can go find I can go find shit elsewhere. Or you're looking up to other couples because they look good online, but you don't know all of the strife and all of the bullshit that they dealing with off camera.
And that's why y'all be shocked when couples go through a public breakup. You be like, oh my God. That's why.
They look so happy.
Let me go back to that point you were making because I found another statistic.
Okay.
Because I don't want the women to think we're getting on them because I'm not surprised by this. It says 28%, this is in 2023, 28% of 40-year-old men have never been married versus the 22% of women who have never been married. Because I always see a fact that...
Hold on, you said 48%?
No. I said 28%
of men
versus 22% of women.
Okay.
So more men are unmarried than women are.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that because like I said, I feel like it's always kind of the men being like women, like we're natural nurturers, lovers. So I meet more women who are willing to kind of like bend their rules a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
So most of the time, they'll tell you in nursing homes, most of the time it's men there. Like the men are kind of like dying old and they don't have anybody around them to take care of them. The women, if they're in there, they have family that's coming to see them. Their spouse has passed away. But most of the time, when I hear the stories of things like that, that's why I was like, let me look up this statistic because although we feel like, okay, women, we gotta do this and do that so we can get a husband. These men, y'all need to do X, Y, Z so y'all can make sure y'all get a wife. Because it's y'all that are ending up alone.
Yeah.
And by yourself. It's not us.
Yeah.
So it's really like the men have to do better. Statistically speaking.
Bitch, I think everybody needs to fucking do better. I think it's on both sides.
Yeah,
like
I
think men and women need to do better.
Yeah.
Like I just think our generation is fucked up when it comes to like marriage and even just marriage, partnership, all of that shit, and even just valuing being a partner to somebody.
I agree.
Everybody just thinks that they have so many options and they think that I got forever to find it. And in reality, that's just not the case. Like, yeah, I think everybody wants to be optimistic and feel like I'm gonna be the one that find my soulmate. But
you know how of a blessing it is to find your soulmate?
Right.
But I'm finding a needle in a haystack.
Because I feel like even a lot of people that are married, they aren't necessarily with their soulmate. They with somebody where it was like, okay, we gonna make it work.
Talk about
you
it.
Good enough. You good enough. You check off enough of the boxes. And he looking at her like, okay, you check off enough of the boxes. Let's do it. Because this kind of goes back to what we was talking about the other week when I was saying, I think that some people just want to be married just for the idea of partnership. It doesn't even have nothing to do with being in love.
And I think that's kind of what holds me back a lot. And I know that's what holds you back too.
What?
I feel like every time we date people, they always like want to be in a relationship with us. They always want to, and I feel like it'd be something in me. Like I need that spark. I need love. Like I crave partnership. I've never hid that about myself. Like I love love. I love romance, but I'm not going to just be with anybody just because they like me or because they feel like they love me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to feel like I'm with my soulmate. I need that feeling. Like, I have to have that. So...